So I was sitting here asking myself, if there was one thing that I could get people to internalize right now that would really be powerful, that has really helped me in my own experience of life, what would it be? And it's this. If we could simply come to understand that our experience of life is so much less personal than we think it is. We have this tendency to identify with everything because our ego has this need to create an identity. And so we attach my to everything. My past, my parents, my story, my emotions, my feelings, my pain, my. And so in this pursuit of trying to create this identity, we personalize all of these nuances of life as if they are our own, but in fact, they're not. Let me give you an example. When we pull back the curtain on something like our emotions, when we say my emotions, my anger, my pain, we say it's my because we're attaching the experience we had with the emotion. And so we're saying my experience of getting cut off on the road equated to my anger that I'm now feeling. And so all of it is mine. And so here's the thing though. Yes, you may have been the one to get cut off on the road, but is anger yours? You're saying my anger, but in fact, it's just anger. Because if you look at the way that anger manifests, it manifests rather consistently throughout people. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that everyone who's angry behaves in the same way, but I'm saying that anger has the same nature regardless of who it is that is being imbued by that emotion. Anger is like fire. It burns up, it spreads, it's not controlled, it's not intellectual, it's very aggressive. That is the nature of anger. And so even when I'm saying my anger, the truth is, the anger is more so an energy that is being expressed through me in this current moment, but it's not mine. And so the question becomes, what is the benefit of me disidentifying from these aspects of life? The benefit is life-changing because you see, when I'm able to disidentify from the problem, I become more able to discover, leverage, and employ the solution. Let's say, for example, a hurricane comes through here and it hits the surrounding area. It does a little minor damage, but none of the buildings are destroyed other than my own. My building is the one building that gets destroyed from the hurricane. Now, if I had an illogical identification, if I was attaching my personhood to this hurricane in a way that didn't make sense, I would say something to the effect of, why did this hurricane do this to me? What does it have against me? Is it racist? Why is this is happening? Of all of the buildings here, is God cursing me? XYZ. However, when I stop and look at it and identify that this hurricane is an impersonal movement of nature that is indiscriminate and just came in here and did what it did, well, then I would look at it and say, oh, okay, the real problem is that my building wasn't as sturdy as the other ones. And so it needs to be built more strongly going forward. And so that's the real problem as opposed to it being a personal thing. So when I apply this to the metaphorical hurricanes in my life, such as the hurricanes of emotion, I identify that it doesn't have to be me, that if anger is coming through me, this isn't my anger per se. So I don't need to, feel so attached to the urge to express it. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta, make this right. I gotta let them know not to F with me or whatever. If I see, oh, okay, this anger is merely moving through me. Anger is a human thing. It doesn't need to be a Ryan thing. It's impersonal. It allows me to engage it differently. I'm not enslaved and controlled by it so easily. You see what I'm saying? When we disidentify from the different aspects of our life, it gives us power to transform them more effectively. That's what I'm trying to say today, y'all. So I love you. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you soon. Peace.